Now, the Ed Pod Challenge.
Inevitability. You are my mother. Leading seeds of sour lust until the mounds of bleeding crust, until all that holy dust shall return, bathed in fire.
That song goes by the ominous title, Death. It's by 19-year-old Adam Johnston. Adam is here to take the Ed Pod Challenge, trying to convince you to download one of his tunes to your MP3 player or iPod. He is on Edmonton AM.
Hello, how's it going?
Good, thank you. Thanks for coming in and joining me.
No, thanks for having me.
Death? You writing about death, Adam?
Well, it is a death. It's actually a commission that I did for a popular YouTuber. He sent me some lyrics, and I wrote the musical part of it.
Well, explain how that works. So YouTube wants to try to encourage singing and songwriting?
It's not YouTube itself, just a user on YouTube who I'm friends with.
Okay. And so he or she puts this out there?
Kind of. He sent me the lyrics and wanted to make a song out of it, but didn't really feel as if he had enough musical talent. And there's links to his profile on my website and links to a music video.
Neat. And so you take the challenge from him, sort of, and take his lyrics and turn it into a tune.
Yeah, that's the only one that I've done, though. The rest of my songs are original lyrics by me.
Yeah.
But I figured, get some exposure, help a friend.
Well, it's interesting, too, because social media has become a great way for everyone from Barack Obama to Adam Johnston.
Totally.
To get themselves out there.
I mean, YouTube is basically what I focus on the most. I figure once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll do some sort of remix contest, and then hopefully it'll skyrocket from there and get a lot more exposure. But until then, I'll just be trying to work it up and post music videos that I make myself and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's a great way to get yourself out there too. Given that, who can afford? No singer just starting out can afford an ad campaign.
Exactly. We're moving into sort of age where a record label isn't even necessary to get your music out there. All the bands I listen to I found online.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, we found out with CBC Radio 3 as well that so many Canadian artists are using CBC Radio 3 as a way of getting themselves out there because that didn't exist.
Yeah, totally.
In the back in the day. We just heard a little bit of a song that you've been part of. How do you describe your music? What do you think you are?
It's sort of piano-based alternative rock. I don't know. I'm glad to hear that people that listen to it say that it doesn't sound like most other things. To me, that's the biggest compliment I can get.
Being unique, having your own unique sound.
Yeah, totally. Piano is my main instrument, so it's going to be in most of my songs, but I play 7 different instruments, so it's kind of like a collage of sound depending on what kind of mood I'm going for. Yeah.
Well, now here's the difficult time. Now you got to make your pitch. You have to convince our listeners. What song have you asked them to download?
Well, this song is called Words Cannot Express. It's just piano and vocals, and it's probably the lightest out of all my songs right now. Obviously, the one that you just heard isn't too light and happy, but I figured because it's 8:15, 8:20 in the morning, people would want to hear something nice when they go to work.
Yeah, sure.
It's basically the idea for it is the chorus doesn't have many lyrics in it, and the idea is being able to say a lot without saying much. And I feel like I've said the most in that song than probably any of my songs.
Yeah,
it's got a very strong message in it.
Yeah. Less is best in this case. Eh?
Yeah.
All
and
right.
I don't just encourage people to download that song. I encourage them to download my album because on my website it's free. I encourage piracy. Why should I expect people to listen to my music if I'm going to charge them for it when they don't know who I am yet?
For sure. Well, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming in and taking the Ed Pod Challenge.
Thank you.
Here is Adam Johnston.
Tell you how I'm feeling. Believe me, that's not an easy thing to do. There lies some difficulty in explaining. I'll do what I can. I'll just sing it to you. And it goes, whoa. up is risky. For all we know, we're just a failure. But until that's clear, I'll be happy. Thinking that this is the hope that I've been waiting for forever. And it sounds like, whoa.
Words can't express. 19-year-old Adam Johnston taking the EdPod Challenge. If you'd like to download one of his tunes, just go to our website, cbc.ca/EdmontonAM, and click on EdPod.